I remember I was sent over to the courthouse to cover this. We knew that we were involved in something huge, but we all couldn't wrap our heads around it. We were all just, really, it could be this guy doing that stuff?
We were afraid that they would call me as a witness, so I stayed in Seattle. Then he called me and said, I want you here, so I flew down there. I felt like everybody in the courtroom had stopped breathing. I mean, the parents of some of the abducted women were there. Ted was nervous. I mean, it was just a real, waiting for the judge to come in was just agonizing.
I remember being on the witness stand for hours, being questioned by his attorneys, trying to say that I didn't have the right man, of course, and how did I know that he was the right man, that I was mistaken. Bundy, he was down there sitting with a smirk on his face, always really arrogant, kind of laughing when I'd answer the questions.
You know, we have our theories as to how it happened and why she did make an identification, but I don't conclude that it was because she got a good look at her abductor and was able to remember him. I don't think that happened.
I remember a woman in the neighborhood that I'd grown up in running into her. She said, oh, Carol, are you sure you have the right man? And I said, yes, I do. And she had daughters, and it was just really hard to deal with. There was a lot of people that just couldn't believe that he could do something like that.
There was a kind of a culture of disbelief. There were definitely people that thought that he was being railroaded. When he was brought into court that morning, and I found myself for a brief moment saying to the guys who were yelling to him, Ted, how many girls did you kill? What'd you do with the bodies? For a brief moment, I found myself saying, hey guys, innocent until proven guilty. Ted Bundy wasn't a Charles Manson type person. He was the guy next door. He was the guy you'd meet up at the University of Utah and have coffee with and, be intrigued by him. And at that moment, I realized how so many girls went with him. And that scared me.
In a Salt Lake City trial, Bundy was convicted of trying to kidnap Carol DaRonch from a shopping center in Murray. She managed to escape from his Volkswagen and testified against him at the trial.
There was quite a stir in the courtroom, and immediately the guards came and handcuffed Ted. I rushed up and gave him a hug, but by this time he was already in handcuffs. He couldn't hug me back. He just felt hot and sweaty. It was incredibly emotional. I felt like this has been a terrible travesty of justice, that this should not be happening. I got very, very, very drunk at the airport on the way back from his trial. In fact, I got in a fight with a woman at the airport bar. When I got home, I didn't go back to work because I was just too upset, and I just drank 24/7.